it was like as if she hung herself. That's what the school authorities says. And later they realized she was raped and she was killed. And justice was not done. And that mother, after I had such a colossal defeat in 2019, these elections, I was sitting in my office, I was handling my own failure, and this mother of that kid, that girl, with her husband, and one of my youngest daughter, she comes and meets me. She shares her experience. It's like, Anna, this is what happened to my daughter. And everything is there, right from the certificates of she has been raped and everything, whatever has to be, the perpetrators has to be punished, but nothing had been done. We have, and because they're powerful, the case is not moving forward. If it is in cinema, it is like, it's quite a dramatic scene. You go, do justice in 2-3 minutes and come out. And you get money for that. But in real life, I felt so helpless, so painful to look at a wailing mother who lost her daughter. It was churning for me, like, my stomach was churning looking at her pain and agony. And I said, and people whom we have to fight against, they're very powerful people. Who has a lot of muscle, who has tons of money. Even for me, to fight against them was not an easy task. I told her, okay, I'll look into it. I don't know how to take it forward. Then I went ahead, slowly in 2-3 months, we gathered we gained some strength, we started addressing, and now finally a week back, we did a huge protest rally in our hometown called Kurnool, and we got the state government to make sure the case will be taken by CBI, and where the state government, for all these years, the previous regime neglected and the current regime neglected for a while. Now it cannot be. They could not do it anymore. You know why? It's because if we are committed, if I would have needed a seat, if I would have wanted to be a Rajya Sabha member, if I wanted to be a parliamentarian, if I wanted to be an assembly, things would have been different. But my purpose here is to stand for the people who are oppressed and helpless. And as long as I'm committed to it, I'm fine even if I lose multiple times. But I will stand for this nation, I'll stand for the weak and meek. So, as you all are maybe looking forward to gain something, paying 1,000 rupees to be here in this kind of seminar for 4 days, it's truly I have to appreciate you and truly applaud you for your commitment and for coming all the way from different parts of India. And I appreciate Rahulji to initiate all this in School of MIT of especially for such an eminent institution to take forward this kind of seminars, which would really help people. It's not just people who are within this auditorium, pan-India, who are looking at this seminar, they really get inspired and influenced, and I truly appreciate you for your patience. And I only think I would like to share with only just few more things. I want you to understand, no matter what, don't come with a short-term plan. If you really want to be the change agents in politics, at least try to give at least a decade to 2 decades. I have committed myself at least 2.5 decades in 2014 that I would commit for my nation, I would commit for my motherland, that I will, whatever I'm capable of doing, I'll do it, irrespective of whatever that I'll gain or lose. I'm going to give 25 years of my life for the nation which gave me birth. So don't expect immediate changes. Don't expect immediate transformation will happen, because your time is very valuable. So I want you to be practical. I want you to be really pragmatic. So I want you to have loads of time, loads of patience. Don't try to be mere armchair thinking. So if you're talking about social media, anything is nothing, there is no, the problem with any medium or any kind of paper is not about how you do it, how are you going to use it. There are people on Twitter or on other social accounts who will do a very constructive job. There are another part of individuals who will be very destructive. It depends on which side you are on. Always try to be constructive, be properly analyze a topic, don't try to abuse people, be practical. And regarding the time, I want you to understand, give enough time for yourself. Don't try to be, by the time you're almost been early 20s, at least, you have to give yourself at least 10 to 15 years to see a little change, a glimmer of hope. Just a little light to be seen on the other edge. You yourself at least 10 to 15 years time. Don't expect immediate results. It is not an instant noodle to see results. But I had immense despair when I came into politics. I knew all this. I had visualized all this. I had visualized my own failure. I had visualized my own success. But very strongly I had visualized is, one day I will do my bit part to transform, to stand for this nation. And which I'm able to continue my journey just because I didn't seek anything, I didn't seek any personal power. I sought personal power to people who does not have any power. Instead of giving out your opinions on social media is not going to help alone. You should come out in open. You should practically, you should do some political action. Mere attending seminars is one thing, gaining knowledge is one thing, but actually at the grassroots level, when you work, the kind of knowledge is going to be different. The kind of experiences will be different. You'll be a transformed personality. So mere attending seminars is good, reading books is good, gaining knowledge is good, unless it is not practically being seen, not being at a grassroots level. If you don't go to the places, if you don't expose yourself certain experiences, the leadership quality would not come out. So I request you all to look into that. Instead of mere gaining knowledge, I want you to look into it. Try to gain some experience at a grassroots level, gain some real experiences, not experiences at a mere sitting on the internet. That much I would like to convey to you. An ounce of action is better than a ton of talk. Be prepared to just a bit of practicality. Instead of gaining mere talking, I want you to be a bit practical. Get into hands-on experience. That would really help you.